Probably the biggest complaint I get from most of my clients is they just can't get out of bunkers. So in today's video, I'm going to simplify everything I do to help you get out of a bunker. And we're going to start with probably the biggest mistake I see most golfers make. What is the big mistake? Well, the big mistake is they're focusing on hitting that golf ball. If you focus on trying to hit the golf ball, guess what? You're going to hit the golf ball. The bad news is in bunkers, we do not want this golf club to ever touch the golf ball. If we hit a shot where the golf club touches the ball's going too far. So I want to take the focus right away from the golf ball. So we'll get that out of the way. What I want to focus on is this stuff down here. It's sand. We want to focus on sand. We want the club to make better contact with the sand. So the first way that I get people to do it is to forget about golf balls. You're in the bunker. Let's just make some golf swings and feeling the club hitting the sand. And I want you to hear the noise the club is making by hitting the sand. So we can easily see if I get this one and dig a bit deep, that's a different sound to a good bunker strike. If I don't take any sand, that's a different sound too. So sound is important, but I really want people to get better at hitting sand and moving the sand out of the bunker and getting it on the putting surface. So just by practicing thinking of sand getting out onto the putting green, you can see a few grains got out. We don't want to bash it, but we do want to keep the club moving. So that's a good feeling and a good sound. So I'm going to hit a shot now. So I'm not thinking of the ball at all. I'm looking somewhere back in this area, but I wouldn't say it was a specific distance. I wouldn't say it was 1 inch, 2 inches or 3 inches. It's somewhere to the right side of the ball. But if I get my contact with the sand right, a good shot should occur. So the ball's come out nicely. Just shot it out a little bit to the right, but that's pin high, which is exactly what we want. And I've got a shallow divot. I don't want to take big chunky divots. It's a shallow divot and it's a long divot. That's really the ideal type of divot. So we just do it again. We start getting that feeling of the club splashing the sand out on the green. Got that feeling. We then set up to the golf ball. The ball comes out, and that's rolled up nicely. It's at about 6 feet, 5 feet from the hole. Not bad. So the contact point doesn't have to be precise. We've just got to get it somewhere behind the ball. We want momentum traveling through, and that's going to get the ball out. So if you hit it a little bit fat, that's okay. It's going to come out a bit shorter, but it's going to roll. If we catch it perfectly, it'll fly, it'll spin. So you've got a couple of bites of the cherry, but only if we can get the contact with the sand right. We don't want to think too much about the technique. Yes, I have my weight slightly forward, but I see a lot of people getting their weight a long way forward with their knees and their head's back here somewhere. So we want to just set up so the weight's slightly forward. I prefer to call it my nose level or slightly in front of the ball. So it's done with the upper body, not with the lower body. And from there, we just think about the sand. I want to get the club underneath the ball, hitting the sand. It's come out, and that's ended up about a flag to the right. So if we can just focus more on sand, less on the golf ball, I know you're going to start playing better bunker shots. And if you want to play better bunker shots, I'm going to put a link to another video just up here I know is going to help improve your bunker play.